What is up, folks? This is Salazar Gaming 93 coming to you with another edition of Salazar's Edge. And today is actually a very exciting topic for me, and I'm sure it is for many Resident Evil fans, because there's been unconfirmed reports, but reports nonetheless, that Resident Evil Revelations will be making its way to the consoles, the PS3 and Xbox 360. Now, it was originally a Nintendo 3DS only game, and I know for me, it was a big disappointment because I don't really want to go down and drop another $250 on a system that I'm only going to be using for one game. This is a really exciting moment because now it gives me, as well as a lot of other people, a chance to experience this game for the very first time. I really heard a lot of great things about this game from professional reviewers to fans in general. A lot of people are saying that it actually goes back to its roots and it's actually a true survival horror game, and it's not all action-packed over the top, all this action like the recent Resident Evil games have been. So that's really exciting as well. I'm really looking forward to playing it. Now, there's been no official release date, and the reason that people are actually suggesting that the game is coming to the consoles is that the Korean ratings board have released two separate ratings for the game, one for the Nintendo 3DS and another one for the console. So, that leads people and myself to believe that they will indeed port it over. So, yeah, like I said, this game got a lot of great praise for its design, for its return to the survival horror roots of Resident Evil, and it's actually, I heard, quite scary and really good in that regard. That takes you back to the old atmosphere, the old setting, the old tension of being afraid of what lies behind each corner and not really knowing what lurks ahead around every shadow. So this is going to be really awesome, to be honest with you. It sounds like it's a lot like the first game in terms of its setting and everything. Even though it takes place on a ship, you have that, secluded, isolated, just creepy atmosphere. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to add anything to it, any new game modes or anything. I do know that the 3DS version has a few multiplayer modes. One of them is called Raid mode, where you can team up with someone, fight your way through a load of monsters, getting to a certain point. I don't know if they're going to add any other modes or even keep that mode, or if they're actually going to make the gameplay co-op. That's real interesting. And another thing that I'm curious about is how much of a graphical improvement are we going to see? Because don't get me wrong, for the Nintendo 3DS the game looks beautiful, but when compared to the graphics of the PS3 and Xbox 360, it's definitely lacking because it's only a handheld system. So I'm wondering how much you're going to touch up the graphics and all that stuff. I mean, the cutscenes and the cinematics look great. It's just the gameplay that you can tell it's from a handheld system. So maybe they'll fix it or maybe not. And another thing that I really would like to see them add, or rather get rid of, is the whole first person view when you aim your weapon. I'd rather it be an over the shoulder third person style that like Resident Evil 4 has. I honestly would like that a lot better, but that's not that big of a deal to me. The first person, I guess I wouldn't mind, but I'd still rather see the third person over the shoulder. Resident Evil Revelations looks like it's great. I've never played it, but has a lot of moments that are as great or even better than previous moments in the franchise. They actually say that the game itself is as good as the old one, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. And of course, if any of you were wondering if I plan on making a game movie based off of Revelations, my answer is absolutely, whenever it does come out. So I can't really give you a time frame because I don't know when it's coming out. Hopefully soon. The fact that they've already released the ratings, the rating boards for the consoles, makes me think that they've already started, working on whatever they need to do to port it over. So this is great news, and Revelations really a thumbs up for Capcom in my book, and it's a step in the right direction. Really is. Maybe they're trying to get back to their former glory that they had, 10 years ago, but that's still probably a little ways ahead, especially when they're handing off Devil May Cry to Ninja Theory, but that's a whole different story. And anyway, I just wanted to say how I feel about this decision to port Revelations. Of course, I'm super enthusiastic about it, and I really am looking forward to playing it. But when more news comes out, when they actually come up with a release date, I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. So until then, I'll see you all later.